Yep, you seen the title in the thumbnail, and we about to take a trip down south, and I ain't mean south, I mean south with an F. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make these fried green tomatoes, just like my granny used to. So get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and go over these ingredients for today's recipe. Back here we have our green tomatoes, and yes guys, you wanna use unripe green tomatoes like this. I've never tried it with red tomatoes, but I don't suggest it. I'm always used to the green tomatoes. Here we have our flour, we got some breadcrumbs, garlic powder, black pepper, have some Old Bay seasoning here, onion powder, some milk, hot sauce, 2 beaten eggs here, and right here we have some white cornmeal. Now if you got yellow cornmeal, that's fine. I'm using white cornmeal for this particular recipe. All right, that's all you need. Let's jump into it. We're gonna start off by making our flour mixture. So to your bowl here with your white flour, you're gonna add your cornmeal, your Old Bay seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. And we're just gonna give that a mix like this. Feel free to add more seasoning as you see fit. All right, that looks good. We're gonna sit that aside and continue. Next, we're gonna create our egg wash by adding our egg here, along with our milk and our hot sauce. And we're gonna give that a mix just like this. Just like that. Gonna move this aside. Now we're gonna create a third workstation. And the only reason I'm doing this third workstation, creating this third workstation, is because I have my Panko breadcrumbs in this small bowl. You're gonna need them in a bigger bowl, so I'm just gonna put them in there. If you start out putting them in a bigger bowl, you don't have to worry about it. And I'm just gonna hit that with a little bit Old Bay season, just to kind of give it a little flavor. And I'm gonna mix that up like this. And I know somebody gonna say, oh, you don't supposed to put no Old Bay seasoning in the Panko bread. That's not how we do it down south. Shut up. I'm from the south. This is how I do it. All right, now let's move over to our tomatoes and let's get those babies sliced up. So now we're gonna cut our tomatoes. This is not rocket science, but you wanna make sure you don't cut it too thick or it takes longer to cook. And then when it takes longer to cook, your breading starts to burn. So you wanna make sure that you don't cut it too thick. So I'm just gonna cut the top of it off like this, where we have this right here. And you want this about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. I'm gonna do mine maybe like 1/4 inch. Something like that. Even though I think this size is probably like a 1/2 inch. So yeah, this is a nice size right here. Although I did do it a little crooked, but that's fine. Hey, it's not perfection over here. You know what I'm saying? But we're close enough. All right, so we're gonna do this other one. Oh man, and that's more like it right there. See how when you put your mind to it, there you go. That's what I like, that one there. Oh man, now we cooking with some gas. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of them cut up and we're gonna come right back. All right, so now that we've cut all our tomatoes perfectly, I'm gonna dash them with a little salt. And this is sea salt. And we're gonna let that sit there and allow some of that salt to absorb some of that moisture for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna come back, all right? Now, after those 10 minutes, we're just gonna take a paper towel and we're just going to press down here to kind of get rid of some of that moisture in the tomatoes. All right, next we're gonna start setting up our workstation. Now that our workstation is set up with our seasoned flour, egg wash, and our Panko breadcrumbs, we're gonna take one of our tomatoes, gonna dredge it here in our flour, like this. Make sure we get that baby floured real good. Take it from here into the egg wash. Make sure we get the egg wash on both sides. Then that's that dry hand. We're gonna remove it from our egg wash, drop it in our Panko bread, and we're gonna get that baby pressed down in here with that Panko bread, just like this. Just like that, guys. We're gonna remove it, sit it here on this rack, and while we do the rest of them, you wanna go ahead and crank that heat up on your stove or your fryer to 350 degrees, so once we're done, we can go ahead and start dropping those babies in there, all right? All right, so now that we have all our tomatoes breaded, we're gonna move over to our Dutch oven. We're gonna get these babies in there. It's already up to temperature. All we gotta do is drop them in there, all right? Now we're at our stove. We're gonna start dropping our tomatoes in here. And we're gonna let these babies cook for about 3 to 5 minutes until golden brown. Like I say, if you have to do these babies in batches, feel free to do them in batches. Try not to overcrowd your pan. Turn them over, continue to flip them over as needed. Guys, make sure you keep moving this around, because if not, your crust, it's gonna burn. So you wanna make sure you keep moving them around and flipping them over. All right, guys, so it looks like we are good. Take a look at this, man. Man, you can't tell me that baby ain't crispy. We're gonna sit this baby on a resting rack right here. Bring our oil back up to temperature as we put this in a warmer. Keep it warm while we finish the rest of the tomatoes. All right, so we're working on our last batch, or finishing up our last batch. We're gonna go ahead and remove these babies out of here, add them right here to our warming rack. Man, these babies are looking good, smelling good. All right, so let's head over to our cutting board now. So now we're at our cutting board. Let's take a look at what we got. Look at that baby here. Guys, there's nothing else to do but go ahead, get it plated up, jump into our final presentation. All right, let's go. There you have it, fried green tomatoes. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. We're gonna go ahead and jump into quality control so we can do a taste test. All right, it's quality control time, man. Guys, look at these fried green tomatoes. Oh man, whew. Let's go ahead and take it out. Take it out. No, yeah, we're gonna take it out, but let's go ahead and check it out. Grandma, I know you're smiling down on me. Oh man, just like Granny used to cook them, bro. And listen, you can eat this many ways. You can eat it as a side. So during those holidays or gatherings, you can fry these babies as sides. Or like me, I like to eat mine with grits. So I fry me some fried green tomatoes in the morning, put me some of them grits on the plate, eat it with some grits. Or you could eat it as a meal, appetizer like meal, and you can create your sauce to dip it in. Either way, delicious. So definitely check this out. To the end. Y'all already know who I am. All wings, everything. And remember, him not a chef. Him just cook a lot. And I'm out. Peace.